Hey guys, what's up? It's me, I'm Stricken, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to take apart and paint a Smith & Wesson 1522 rifle 10 round magazine. So let's get right to it. Alright, first and foremost, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clean this. I used a like a bleach with a dishwashing soap. It's a natural degreaser, so it removes a lot of the grease from here. Just you don't want to be fumbling around with it after you already took it all apart. So you're going to find this pin in the bottom, that pin right there. You're going to take your screwdriver and push it down while moving this butt plate outward. Just be careful because the spring is going to want to eject outward. So if you have safety goggles, that'd be a good idea. Or just watch yourself as you push down on that pin. Go ahead and slide your butt plate right off. You're going to hear that click, and once you see it click, you're going to see it move. And again, be very mindful of this spring. It's going to want to shoot out. So have your finger right on there. Watch, don't lose this clip, this little retainer. There you go. Then go ahead and slide your load assist button out, as well as the feeder. And that is how you strip down a 1522 magazine. So let's get to painting. Alright guys, as you see, I also went back and cleaned mine with a little bit of brake cleaner. Brake cleaner is safe for plastics, but here you can see it did discolor it just a tad bit. It made it a little white hazy look. It removes a lot of any oils that were on this plastic. So I'm not too afraid of it because I know brake cleaner is safe for plastic and rubber parts, and this is a pretty strong polymer. But just so you notice, it did discolor it just a tad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hair dryer or a heat gun in my case, and I want to warm up this polymer, this plastic, before I paint it. Now you're probably wondering, what is this ghetto fabulous thing going on here? I realized I ran out of painter's tape, so I took out a regular glove I have here and just taped it up. Tape it up right above this notch area here, because that part gets hidden inside the mag wall anyway. So we're just going to work with it like that. Otherwise, you would probably want to tape off all this area up top here, starting from this notch here up with painter's tape, so you cover it up. You don't want to get your mag well gummed up with paint. Even when it's dry, it's still going to be scuffed up and coming off inside the mag well. So to protect the mag well, just cover this area up. Set up all the other little parts aside, take your heat gun or hair dryer and just warm up the polymer. It builds a little bit better of an adhesion rate. Okay, now that we have that nice and warm, what we're going to do is we're going to use Krylon's Camouflage. I'm using like a OD green color. That's what it comes out to be. Okay, shake your can up nice and ready. Our piece is warmed up, and we're going to begin to paint. Just nice and easy. And that's good for your first layer. See how when it's warm, it bonds nice and well to it, and it actually dries a lot faster than if it was just regular room temperature or cool from a musty basement. So let this first layer dry, and we'll come back for a second one. Alright guys, we got a nice layer on it. We're going to come back for number 2. And don't forget to do the bottom butt plate as well. Or not the butt plate, but the part for the butt plate. Just nice light coats and let that dry. And if you want to hit it with the heat gun, that's fine too, just very lightly from a distance. You don't want to overcook it while it's drying. That'll make it boil. Alright guys, this is coat going to be number 3. Again, give your can a nice shake. And go ahead and paint it. There you go. We're going to take a heat gun to it real gently from a distance, just to help expedite the process of drying. Again, on low, nice and easy. And let that dry for about 10-15 minutes. We'll be back to put it back together. Alright guys, now that this is dried, we're going to begin to peel off what you should have as painter's tape. Nice and easy. There you go. And that's going to be your cutoff. So it's black some areas. Looks pretty good. So let's begin to assemble this piece back up. Alright, here we go. We're going to start assembling it back up. We're going to put in our follower. That goes in like so. Watch for this hole here. Nice and easy. Slide that in, leave it there right at the hole, because that's where your load assist button will go in. Catch it at the bottom. Now slide that up a little some. Take in your spring and load that in. Make sure it catches on the orange follower. Take in your cap for the spring. And this is where the limbo begins, because you're gonna have to compress the spring all the way in while, let me grab the other piece, trying to slide the butt plate back on. Now I specifically left this black because if I'm shooting off a bench table, I don't want to scrape off the paint. I'd rather just leave this black. It's fine with me. This is where working on a table will help you out, or having a second set of hands. Keep that compressed in there and slide on your butt plate. There we go. So you're going to hear it click and you're done. Just make sure that this slides down easily. And that is how you disassemble and paint a Smith & Wesson M&P 15 rifle magazine. Thanks guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, rate. Let me know what you think. See you on the forums.